Alright, so another non-Vampiric build. Vampiric does make the fight easy, but in this video we're not going for easy, we're going for pure attack and a fast kill. So some advanced techniques in this video here, featuring this Anubis giving the player a little bit more attack power. The first thing here is something I just want to show in regards to the Rock Burst combo with some dashing skills. Anubis Ground Smash has the exact same cooldown as Rock Burst, but unfortunately if you just join a fight like this, as you might have seen in that So video I did some time ago or a couple of days ago, Anubis will use Rock Smash and then Ground Smash. And then since they both have the exact same cooldown, it's just going to keep on looping in the wrong order for the rest of the fight. Unless Anubis gets like frozen or something at the exact right moment. Perfect face off there. So they're just gonna keep on doing these dashing skills in the wrong orders. This is something you can do for a lot of different pals, is that you swap skill like this, select the skill and then select Rock Burst right back. And this puts Rock Burst on cooldown. So now you want to join the tower fight as fast as you can. And then you skip the intro video. This might not work if you have a very slow hard drive or something. You join the fight, Rock Burst is on cooldown when you start the fight. So then you get Ground Smash into Rock Burst. And again, they have the exact same cooldown time. So now Anubis is going to do this perfect loop. Just Flame Funnel into Ground Smash into Rock Burst. So that's the first sort of advanced technique that I wanted to showcase here to really maximize the DPS of these sort of dashing skills to just maintain a high DPS with Rock Burst throughout the fight. So here I am gonna abuse this little bit of trick here to do the Anubis build, and then some other techniques as well to make the fight actually work without relying on Vampiric to keep Anubis alive and also not having to withdraw dodge a whole lot. I mentioned it in previous videos, every time you withdraw your pal and send it out again, it resets the aggro from Bjorn and then it just leads to more withdraw dodging, so you really want to avoid that. And that is why when you start the fight, that's the second thing. You send out your pal and you immediately start shooting Bjorn really quickly with all your weapons, everything you got, just focusing Bjorn. Ignore the Feybreak warriors if they don't get one shot. They usually end up just dying to random flame funnels and stuff anyway. But you really don't want to sacrifice any extra missiles on those Feybreak warriors and Feybreak berserkers in the start. Maybe if you can get them stacked up next to Bjorn, that's fine. But in general, you should have the aggro for them. You don't really care about the missile. It doesn't stun you, it just stuns your pal. So then you can sort of just focus on Bjorn. And that's something that you really need to do if you're not running Vampiric. So the rest of the fight is just going to be about positioning. Just trying to not have Anubis or whichever pal you're running tank too many hits. And since you are maximizing DPS with this build, it's more about killing Bjorn before he kills your pal. So it's really just going for a really quick kill timer, and it's not really about survivability as much as just kind of outlasting the boss in a pretty quick fight. Which sort of just works with this multi-guided missile launcher thing. You would probably be running a plasma cannon instead. Maybe it depends a little bit. I did get some questions on why I keep using this multi-guided for these showcases, and that's pretty much just the ammo costs. I think just today I spent maybe 2,000 missiles at least fighting Bjorn, and since Hexalite mining is bugged, I don't want to use any plasma cartridges. You also get this sort of, I think, hopefully during these fights when I am comparing DPS over the course of these long fights, and here withdraw dodge because Anubis might die. So here's the second thing, you shoot a couple of missiles, send out your pal, hopefully you do a little bit of damage while the missile is in the air, and that's not something you can do with a plasma cannon either, so Bjorn will focus you straight away. So that's the third advanced trick, I think. It ties in a little bit with the second one at the start of the fight, maximizing damage on Bjorn. So if you are forced to withdraw dodge, that's what you want to do. You want to shoot a missile or two, have them in the air while you summon your pal. They will hit and then you just keep on shooting, and hopefully you maintain that aggro. Otherwise it's just going to be a bunch more withdraw dodging one after the other. So it's really, maybe that positioning wouldn't have worked with a bigger pal, like a Noclem would have tanked those icicle bullets. Anubis, pretty small, seems to work out pretty well. I'm not sure what Anubis did there really, it just kind of flew away. So it could have been a little bit better, I feel. The kill timer, that was probably a missed Rock Burst. I'm not entirely sure what happened with that jump, or if it just kind of flew away. And then like the ground smash itself is a little bit random where Anubis ends up. Sometimes you get these huge combos with ground smash into Rock Burst. and sometimes he tends to kind of slide away. So that was a big rock burst hit right there. And then you get this really respectable time on it. So it's a 20% bonus from being a ground pal on the rock burst, adds up. Anubis, very high attack stat. You also get the player damage bonus with 10% from Anubis while he's fighting alongside you. Swapping Vampiric for Vanguard. Not a huge deal, actually, in terms of player damage, but it doesn't hurt really, so just a lot of damage. And then the Serenity is just to ensure that it's Ground Smash, Flame Funnel, Rock Burst, like just repeating these 3 skills and not having Bog Blast. As soon as your pal uses these basic CT skills, first there's the jump back factor for some elements, and then also when they use it, they get that 4-second amnesia when they just don't really do anything for 4 seconds after using a basic CT skill. So if you think about those basic CT skills were kind of a downgrade in terms of DPS for most pals, but still some advanced techniques here hopefully helps you maximize your pal damage. So thanks for watching.